Yo, what's up, everybody? You are watching Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored. And yes, what you are seeing before your eyes is true. It's me, Giovanni Watson, in the captain's seat once again. Oh, Lord. And listen, I got two people with me, the beautiful Bridget Kelly, man. Hi. Bridget Kelly. And once again, man, my boy Roy Red, man. Make y'all, man, make yourself at home. Clap it up.
All right,
man.
Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up.
Thank you for coming, man. Listen, as you know, Melissa, unfortunately, she's still recovering from her car accident. We miss her so much. We miss her so much.
Get better, Mel.
Yes. Get better. And Jason is somewhere gallivanting. I don't know what. I don't even know where the hell Jason is. I just.
Where is he? Africa?
You better be getting money.
He's in Ghana, right?
He went to go have dinner with the Princess of Ghana or something.
Oh, okay.
The president.
He went to have dinner with the president of Ghana. So maybe he'll be back tomorrow. You know what I mean? Because he just went to Ghana to have dinner with the president. It's just a casual day.
That's a huge big boss move. So listen, man, Bridget, what is going on in your world over there, man? First of all,
hi.
Let me tell you something, Jack. I've been knowing you quite a long time. Yes. But you looking like some fine wine right now. You look beautiful. What's going on in your world?
Thank you so much. Really excited. Ramping up the ends of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood season 5. Excited to get back in the studio and do another project before the year is out. And yeah, just get my my hosting on, my social influencer on. The whole social media influencer thing is such a crazy world. Like people are really awkward when they're not on social media. Like you meet people in person and it's like they're used to being funny on Instagram, and then it's like you see them and they're not funny, and they're like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Who are you?
You know, I haven't been watching the Following Love and Hip Hop in years. Like I used to always watch that with my ex. That was like her guilty pleasure. Yeah. But recently I heard that you got into some, I won't say some shit, but some stuff went down. It was just like you were supposed to have a promo, something for your, and tell the people what happened. I don't know.
So I put an album out this year called Reality Bites, and we went to London. I organized a London trip mainly for promo for my album, but I wanted the cast to come, and it was perfect because the cast of Hollywood has never taken a trip before, right? Like you know, all the other cast and like all the Real Housewives shows, like they always take vacations. Love and Hip Hop Hollywood never took one, so we all went to London, and the purpose was for me to do album promo. I had a show out there. I was doing press. I had a press junket that I set up at the house that we rented, and and the girls interrupted my whole interview, like just on some dumb shit. Just like came out and were like,
"Who was the girls? Who was that?"
Brooke was the ringleader, and Brooke has been the ringleader in a lot of mess this season. So Brooke is the ringleader, and then LaBrittany came out. Tierra came out just really to like, find out what was going on. She was making everybody dinner, and the interviewer had asked about her sex tape.
Who's sex tape?
Tierra's sex tape.
Oh yeah. So
it made the interview really, like, it totally ruined the energy of the interview. At that point, I was like, well, I'm not going to talk to y'all about my single now. Like shit, never mind. But he kind of offended Tierra a little bit, and Tierra was just kind of like, she was in her feelings about it. It was all like fresh after the press conference and stuff. So everybody is going through their own thing, but it was kind of annoying.
Is she still looking good? Because I seen a snapback picture of Tierra, and she looked fucking amazing. Is she keeping that weight there? Is it coming back? Or
I mean, I think all of our weight fluctuates. To be honest, yeah, she's still sober. She's been good. I think this year in general took a lot out of her. I think she came out of rehab really excited and had a different lust for life. And I think with most women in general, it's like we get excited about a guy, we fall in love, we put all our eggs in that basket, and then you get a
fupa.
It's right. It's just you just put on a couple pounds, and then the shit is trash, and you get dumped or you break up, and then you get your work it off. Snapback time.
You be in that gym, Roy. How you been, man? Talk to the people, man.
Man,
the last time you said, man, I got a lot of DMs about you, man.
I'm trying to help people out. People were DMing me, telling me about their depression and stuff like that, so I was helping them out. But just giving away my free book. Launching another book this month, going to Malaysia next month, Orlando the month after that, just speaking and just making it happen, man.
I want a book. What's your book about?
I got you. It's about self-expression.
Oh, great. Okay.
You got that down there.
I'm great at self-expression. I'm an artist, but still, I mean, you were talking about depression. I'm like, that's
really
man.
I got you, though. Roy's helped me out a few of my dark spots in life. Okay. He always helps me look at the broader picture of things, and he's really good at that. And he don't like to be called a motivational coach or a life coach, a public speaker,
performance coach,
best-selling
author,
performance coach,
so and best-selling author.
What do you mean performance coach? Explain that.
Action. You have certain actions you want to take, but you ain't doing it. For example, maybe you want to lose a little weight, but you ain't going hitting the gym. I just get you to stop procrastinating, get you to take the action it takes to get the results you want.
You get paid to do that?
He works with a lot of NBA stars, NBA athletes.
Yeah. I like that, performance coach.
Performance coach. Well, that's what's up, man. Another episode of Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored. Hey, man. The Carter 5 is finally coming out.
Yo, they need to hurry up.
Man, I'm so goddamn excited about that, Jack. You understand me? It's been 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years or so. And then I think Kanye said he gonna drop his too.
Oh, I can't. I saw a picture of him today with the Make America Great Again hat and then a Colin Kaepernick sweatshirt on at the same time. Like bruh, you can't. It's like you just going everywhere you going with oil and water. Like you gotta pick a side.
That's like begging Bloods and Crips at the same time.
I'm tired. I just can't with him anymore.
You think the Carter 5 gonna be a good album?
I do.
It's gonna be
and
great.
This has been a really dope year for hip hop, honestly. So I'm excited for Carter 5. I'm excited.
Listen, after 5 years, that album about to come out boiling hot.
It's overhyped, you think though?
I don't know.
I don't think it's overhyped.
I hope not.
I mean, but you also have to think. I don't think these are songs that he just did like 6 months ago. Right. These songs are probably like 4 or 5 years old. That was just sitting in the damn editing bay. You know
I hope that it's not 4 or 5 years old. I hope that it is new stuff because I want to hear what's on his mind now. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear what was on his mind 5 years ago. Like, no, I don't want him to revisit. Let's just talk about what's going on right now.
Baby was holding that thing at bay.
I know.
What is the damn? Is it like okay? You're an artist, amazing singer songwriter.
Thank you.
Did I say you're beautiful? Right.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. Is this music game? Because we had Seven Streeter on the show, and she talked a lot about how she first came in and she was afraid and she had fear to actually start writing in sessions. When she was in session with Chris Brown, she was afraid to say her input, and then she started talking about how crazy this music business is. Is it really that dark in the music?
Yeah.
Is it evil like that?
Yeah, it's very evil like that.
What's something you experienced that was like?
Well, because people play politics, right? In addition to playing politics, it's not, as an artist, it's a lot harder. It's not like being an actor, right? Where you can clock in for your job and then when you leave set, you get to go home and it's, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure actors take home different things too that happen, that they channel during their practice. But for artists, we don't get to clock out. Like whatever we're participating in a studio session, for the most part, is coming from us. It's coming from either our own experience or a conversation that we had. So it's very personal. So we have a harder time detaching, like separating the two. So I think, for especially as women, like all the stuff that we got to deal with being in competition, even if it's not on like a deliberate competition, people pit us against each other all the time. Whether we got to deal with that, whether it's, just our own personal insecurities that we feel like we got to mask.
How do you handle your beefs? Like, you have any industry beef? You don't have beef?
I don't have beef. Because here's the thing, right? At the end of the day, for me, it's a matter of getting to the bag. And I don't, if I don't, unless it's costing me money, I don't have any beef. Like, I really don't have beef with somebody. Like, I just don't. And nowadays, because of social media, everybody's a thug on social media. Everybody has a mouth. None of those people are the same. They don't have the same energy when you see them in person. So,
where you from again?
New York.
Oh, so you got some hands.
I grew up in New York City. I would rather not even discuss. I talk with my hands already, so it always, and I have a deep voice, so people just assume naturally that I'm an aggressive person. I'm really not an aggressor, but if I'm cornered, if I'm put in a situation, then I absolutely will fight to the death to get my way out.
That's that's deep. Performance coach.
Coach.
What's up, man? Like I've been knowing you a long time, right? So I can't even imagine seeing you fight, but we talk about, you see me about to get down a few times.
Gio's very scary.
But
when try him, FYI.
Hey, come on.
I held him back.
Listen, easy. I've been very afraid. I've had to talk other people down. Like, excuse me, don't let the light skin light up. Don't let those eyes fool you, okay?
Thank you, Bridget.
Do not let those pretty eyes fool you, boy.
This is the problem I'll be having to tell people like, Jason, our beautiful head spirit leader here. A lot of people be testing me because they see I'm like the funny, the outgoing, goofy guy, but they forget like my dad left. I don't know who my daddy is, and my mother died when I was 21.
Oh my god!
And I'm from Gary, Indiana. Yikes. And my baby mama is the devil. So I have a lot of pent up energy built up inside of me. But back to you, boy. Like, how do you deflect a situation like that?
How do you perform in that moment?
Coach?
For me, it's no point in fighting.
Because you built like an action figure.
There's no point in fighting unless we gonna take it to the end, for me.
Wow.
And like, niggas can see that in my eyes, so they don't take it there. Because I don't say nothing, and I'll be like, as soon as they get in range, meaning close enough to where I can fire on them, I'm gonna fire on them, and if I take off, I ain't got no landing gear.
Yeah, it's just
Wakanda forever.
They could
tell.
Oh.
They could tell. And they could tell.
You know what I'm saying? They choose you because they think they could, you know what I'm saying?
I get it. Well, we don't want to promote violence here.
No, we don't.
I have not been to a fight in about 15 years.
I haven't been in a fight in about 5 years. I'm really proud of myself.
That's good.
It's just a couple months. You just.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Altercation.
Oh, I did.
You did get into a fight?
But that really wasn't a fight because
Damn,
it was said and done after I did what I did.
Anybody physically grab anybody?
I'm not going to talk about that because I'm on probation, all right? Listen, our beautiful line producer, like writer, Kelvin, right here. He comes up with these amazing questions. He comes up with hot topics. He comes up with a lot of things. Just like the other people here, Hollywood Unlocked, Jaras and Alyssa. This show would not be this show without them. So thank you, guys. So today we're going to talk about some stuff. We don't have a guest, but we got two beautiful guest co-hosts. Let's get right into it, man. And this first one, I'm going to ask it just because he took the time out to write this one down. So you've been begging your partner for a threesome for a while, all right?
Jesus.
They finally agree. But one condition. The third party member has to be one of your family members. So who do you choose?
No.
Your sibling, your cousin, or your aunt or your uncle?
I'm already annoyed that I gotta beg for a threesome. I'm already annoyed that that's even a thing. Like, we gotta beg. Why is that not just a regular conversation? Aggressively ask. No.
Are you a fan of threesomes?
I mean, I've had a few, but I'm not a fan per se.
Was it with you two guys, two girls?
No, it was two girls.
So
it was
you
two girls.
and a guy.
I had one with a friend and his girlfriend, and then there was one with two girls.
Was it like a sober situation or y'all?
Yeah. No, it was a sober situation.
So it was planned.
Yeah.
So niggas out here planning threesomes?
It was absolutely, it was purposeful. But I mean, it was purposeful. But no, I feel like that's a conversation you should have. You should never be begging your partner for that type of, like, they should know what's up if that's something that you're interested in. Why are we begging for that? Like, what's the deal?
I had a foursome once and it was quite
that's just busy. That's greedy. That's greedy.
It was too much.
That's greedy.
It was me and three girls. You know, now I'm like, let alone I got to try to please one. I got to please three of y'all. And one of them was a big bitch.
Wow.
She was a big one.
Well.
But you know what? I didn't finish. They did.
Okay.
You know what that means?
And do I know what that means?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. But what was the point?
The point of what? Me not finishing?
Yeah.
Because I couldn't get. Never mind. Anyway,
Never mind. Roy, you too quiet for too long. We got to talk about this performance, coach.
Because we still got to answer this question though. Because I'm gonna say something, but y'all gonna judge me. All right, so Roy, go ahead and get yours up.
Easy, my brother. Because we can flip a girl. That's easy.
That's kind of smart. That's kind of smart. Yeah, that's kind of smart.
I love that he totally deflected all of the other the prior experience part of the question and was like, "Yeah, I would just do."
I used to ask my ex for a threesome, but she was like, "Nah," because I'm too jealous.
Okay, well that's fair. She's honest.
I like jealous girls.
That's part of your problem.
Listen,
I'm
gonna say my cousin. Well, not my first cousin. Did I tell y'all about the time I smashed one of my cousins? I told about that on the air before, right? Well, I smashed one of my cousins, so it would have to be my cousin.
By accident?
Nah, I knew this was my goddamn cousin.
Okay, I don't want to know anything
But it was like the third cousin. Third. That's not really related, is it?
That's related.
I would probably say my sister too, only because I just wouldn't touch her. I would just be like, okay, sir, you just over here, and then you know what I'm saying, and then you go over there.
That's been a dream of mine.
Really?
To have a threesome with two sisters?
Okay.
Is that what two like sisters, related sisters, like same mom, same dad?
One of the bros has. I ain't gonna say his name.
Okay, we're not gonna put him out there. All right, y'all. A woman was rushed in the hospital for having a turtle stuck up her vagina. What's one thing that others may consider weird but really gets you off? How you get a turtle stuck up your poom poom?
I would like to know that too. I would like her to explain that because I don't understand how that works.
She probably going around here just, she's like, I can't find my dildo. Oh shit, this turtle close. And like, how do you get a turtle stuck up your vagina?
I'm boring, so there's nothing that's weird about anything that I like.
But
so
you don't like nothing weird that but get you off?
No.
You boring?
Yeah.
What about you, Roy?
I'm boring, bro. None of that weird shit gets me off.
None of that weird shit is a thing, bro. It's not.
That's
not a thing.
But
no weird shit is a thing.
Knowing how the mind works, I can understand how someone can get caught in that pattern.
You heard what he just said?
How someone could get caught in a pattern?
On how the mind works.
A pattern of like turtles in your vag? Like there's a pattern that's attached to that?
Everything you do in life is just a pattern that your brain creates.
Okay.
From a past experience.
I need to know what experience she had that brought her to that place with a turtle.
Probably bestiality.
Maybe.
Well, it could have been something happened to her when she was young, and a turtle was present. And her brain said,
wow,
turtles and sex together forever, and it linked that. It created.
That's a great fucking answer.
Wow, for real. That's how the mind works.
The fact that you would be willing to reach that far to rationalize that is really incredible.
I kind of agree with that, because that takes me to what my weird shit is. See, back home in Gary, Indiana, we had this channel called the Spice Channel, and once in every blue moon, this motherfucker used to come on for free and be on and stay on for like a month or two. That's why he laughing, because it's the truth. So I remember I was like 13, and I'm in the fucking living room, my grandma's room sleep. I click on, I'm changing channels, and I see, oh shit, the Spice Channel on. And then it's the first time, remember, I seen this woman, and she had a fucking bush. Now, like he said, my mind, and in that moment, it just transcended and connected. And now ever since then, I'm obsessed with bush. I'm obsessed with hairy vagina.
Wow.
I hate bald pussy. It is the most disgustingest shit ever.
Okay.
Everything you like or dislike is just a brain pattern from a past experience.
Exactly. So I think that's weird, and that gets me off. I mean, but I don't really think that's weird, but y'all women of this generation think that's weird.
Yeah, that's gross.
And why is that? No, why is that? Why does the bush have to be gross? Why?
I don't think it's gross. I don't think it's a gross thing. For one, I'm not a huge fan of the all bald thing because it feels prepubescent to me. It feels like 11-year-old vagina. So we'll start there. So I'm not a huge fan of it. But from a hygiene point of view, I work out a lot. So for me, it's a matter of hair not seasoning. It holds sweat, it holds odor, and then that holds bacteria.
Oh, okay.
So from that perspective, I'm just saying it's a lot of extra work.
Listen, first off,
it's a lot of extra work.
You're telling me that my guy made a mistake.
No,
all right?
It's not that he made a
You
mistake.
are fearfully and wonderfully made, Jack. And the fact that you got hair down there is for a reason. Now, I will beg to differ on that statement you just made, because I've had a lot of exes that never ever had. They could go on and play a whole full court game of basketball,
but they weren't though.
Oh, they would go work out and come back, and that motherfucker didn't.
Yeah, but you're not putting your face in it though.
Oh, I like a little twang.
Okay, then that's a whole other conversation. Whole other conversation. We can add that to the list of weird. Add that to the list of weird shit. Okay.
Oh my god.
Right? What? A little twang. Shut up, Gio. I'm not doing this with you no more.
Hey, this Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored. I'm just keeping it G real. I got time today.
Oh god, I got time.
Ticket sale for concerts have decreased over the last couple of years. Experts think it's due to the artists now honing their performance craft. Who are the top 3 performers that you've seen live? Who are your top 3 worst performers you've seen live? Go ahead, Bridget. I know you got a few, and be 100.
Well, for one, I don't think it's decreased because the performers are not honing in on their craft. I think people don't go to concerts because everything streams live and everybody can watch the concert because nobody takes their phones and puts them away during a concert. Everybody's covering it with social media. So I think that's more the issue. Like, I'm not gonna go to the concert if Tidal's gonna stream it. I'm not buying a ticket. I can sit right here and watch that shit right on the laptop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's more of an issue. But people that I've seen live, I mean, I've seen a lot of legends live. But I think the newest acts that I've seen live that I love, her and Daniel Caesar. 2 people I love watching perform. I really love watching Kehlani perform too. I think she puts on a great show. She sings live. I think those are probably my 3. I mean, obviously Beyonce, we can't, the untouchable queen. But there's nobody that I've seen that I've been disappointed in per se. But I mean, I also feel like it also depends on the venue. It depends on what the concert is. Like if I'm going to an R&B concert, I don't really want to hear a rapper come out. I don't want that. So if I'm at a hip hop concert, same thing. If I'm turned up,
you don't want to be brought down.
If I'm turned up, I don't want to hear SZA perform The Weeknd. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't want that. You know what I mean? If I'm here for YG, I'm here for Young Thug. I really didn't come here to be in my feelings.
Got you. Good point, Roy.
Yo, YG, Nipsey, and Dom Kennedy. But with YG and Nipsey shows, niggas is always fighting, about to jump each other. But
that's the best you've seen.
And that's the best live.
That's all I really seen. I've never seen like a Jay-Z or Beyonce.
Oh my god,
like that. I never.
Oh, we gotta get you.
Only at the Ratchet.
We gotta get you to some different shows, sir.
I went straight from Ratchet days to Enlightened days. But who are these experts? Like,
right.
Look,
that's a good question.
What they need to do is make VR so people could be at home.
Right.
They're working on that. That's dope.
Take their drugs, put that on, and just watch Beyonce and be like, oh my god, Beyonce.
I'm here. Who are some of the legends you've seen live?
Prince, I saw live at the Forum, which was phenomenal.
Forum?
at the Forum years ago. Remember when he did that? He did like a whole tour of like 25 shows and like randomly brought people out. Like he did a show maybe 5 or 6 years ago at the Forum, which was really dope. Sade, I've seen live.
Oh yeah, that's
Sade live is out of body.
That's my baby mama right there. I love her.
She's phenomenal.
You saw her in the States or in London?
Yeah,
somewhere?
I saw her actually at Staples Center a few years back when John Legend opened for her on tour.
I remember that.
That was a phenomenal show.
Wow.
Those are 2 big shows for me.
I think, well, shit, I didn't see him live. I've met him, but he don't count because I didn't see him perform live, but I knew he was the best. You already know who that is. MJ.
Yeah.
But, damn. See, I've danced for all these artists, so it's like, it came in, I can't even really say, but I could tell you one artist.
Shameless stunt, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Shameless
Yeah,
stunt.
yeah.
Dance for these legends.
Hey, son, when you get in the seat, you just name drop. I will tell you one artist that I saw that was so trash. He was garbage to Replay. He got some songs, but it was Cap G.
Wow.
Who's that?
I just took a picture with your girlfriend.
I mean, but what kind of performance were you really expecting?
Okay, here's the thing.
And that's no shade to Cap G, but
No
what
shade
level
to Cap
of performance were you expecting him to like descend from? You know what I'm saying? Like what kind of show were you going for?
Here's what it is. You being amazing at creating. I know. You know when you look at an artist, okay, you need this, you're gonna need that. This was on the party tour with Chris. I was in Chicago, went through, saw the show. Cap G comes out. Oh, and Fabulous was trash too, by the way. Cap G came out and it was just crickets. I was bored. Now I was looking at him and I'm like, aesthetically, brother, you know you trash at performing. You need some dancers.
Right.
All right. Then to take that away, the next person that came out and tore the motherfucking house down and was amazing and like gave me goosebumps, OT Genesis.
Yeah. He's got a lot of energy.
That's another great performer that I see live. He's amazing. So yeah, Cap G was bad and Fabulous was bad too.
Damn. Sorry, Fab.
Yeah, I mean, I love Fabulous. He's a GOAT. I love him as a rapper, but I know when you get to that certain stature, you feel like you ain't got to do much.
Right.
And I kind of feel like that's kind of like my issue with Chris right now, because he is the GOAT right now in this lane. Nobody's out there touching him, but Chris is so amazing. I would just like to see a little bit more production going to his shows.
There would be no Chris Brown slander when I'm in the room.
No, Chris Brown is my nigga. I love Chris Brown, but I'm saying I want to see you performing more than a dad hat and a hoodie. Like, nigga, come out on some Michael shit. Give me a show.
I mean, I think this last tour he did pretty well. I thought it was well produced. I thought it was great.
I didn't see this one. Did you see it?
I did.
You went?
I thought it was great.
It was great?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to take your word up on that. I'm going to go home and YouTube some shit.
And I think, you know what, though? Chris Brown is somebody, as an artist, he's someone that I always want to see win. You know what I mean?
Too.
He's somebody that is passionate about what he does. He's passionate about music. He's passionate about writing, passionate about performing. And I feel like he really gives his all on that stage. He leaves it all on the stage. And I don't think our generation has that many artists that do that.
You guys
to
ever
that
collab?
Capacity. We haven't. I would, though.
You would.
Yeah, I would.
Be dope.
Hookah, smoke. I really can't wait for that to come out, but we can't talk about that.
We can't talk about that. We can't talk about that.
All right, y'all. A study shows that most Americans' first job was at Mickey D's. What was your first job, and what's been your worst job?
Ooh, first job. First job, actually, I worked at a pirate museum.
Hilarious.
That was my first job. I was like 14. It was in Cape Cod. I used to spend my summers in Cape Cod and like go up, and my mother would just like drop me off and be like, all right, learn how to sail, learn how to fish, do something useful. And I got a job at a museum, and it was like a pirate museum.
What was you doing though?
I mean, just like running the register, the gift shop, and explaining like the pirate ship and like getting people on tours.
Did you have a pirate accent?
No, I did not have a pirate accent.
Take a look at the ship here.
I did not have to talk like a pirate.
How old were you?
14.
Oh, that's a cute little job for a 14-year-old though.
It was cute. Worst job though, I was a pest control dispatcher.
Shut up.
Imagine
your fine ass was dispatching niggas go kill roaches.
I was in an office and I was getting calls, and I was horrified. I'm from New York City, right? So everybody at some point in New York has roaches. If anybody from New York tries to tell you you didn't have roaches, you're a liar. I don't care how nice your apartment
braids,
is.
Tattoos.
Everybody got
those some big ass roaches.
Everybody at some point had a roach in the kitchen. Like, let's just cut it out. So
yeah, true.
So I was like shocked and horrified at the companies that would call and be like, yeah, we have water bugs. We have a water bug problem. Like, it was
You
awful.
ever got a spider problem? Now I'm terrified of them.
It was really, honestly, it was rats, it was mice, and it was roaches in the city. So it was always, I feel like it's.
How'd you take the call?
I would just answer like a receptionist, and they would say, we need.
No, say that, do that,
Play
act that shit out.
Call Gio.
Go ahead, Gio.
I'm gonna call you right now.
Go ahead, call me.
Goddamn fucking roaches, shit. Hello.
Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to blah, 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 blah pest control. How can I help you?
Listen, man, I got these motherfucking roaches, dog. These motherfuckers big shit. Then they got Jordans on and shit. I need these motherfuckers in my house.
And what part of the house are they in, sir?
Everywhere.
Oh, okay. Do you have any children? Do you have any pets in the house?
Them niggas need to go too.
So you don't mind if they're fumigated? Okay, great. So we'll have somebody out by the end of the day, okay? Send us your address. Thanks.
Oh, wow. Damn, girl. You got a nice ass phone voice.
I do. I do what I can.
I love it. Roy, what about you? Your first job and your worst job?
Yo, I worked at McDonald's my first job. Nah, bullshit.
Wow.
What's so bad about that? Why you
There's
laughing?
nothing bad about that. I worked
say-
at McDonald's when I was 16 for a little bit.
No, I
was
did
gonna
not
say-
work at McDonald's.
I was going to
worked at a
say you was in
recreation.
that whatever that percentile was of the first job being at McDonald's.
I worked at a little recreation center. I used to take care of kids and shit.
And shit.
God, Roy's just like... Roy is out here reading us his like Match.com
kids
profile
and
right
stuff.
now. Like my first job was volunteering and holding
Mr.
children
Roy.
and swaddling babies. Like, get out of here. It's your perfect self.
Yeah, man.
I was Mr. Roy. Just took care of people's kids. That's it.
And what was your work? That was your worst job too?
My worst job was driving an ambulance. I was
What?
a paramedic, yeah. Because when you're a paramedic in LA, you don't make that much money and it's a lot of stress. You got to pull up to someone who just got shot and you making like $8.75 an hour. Only firemen get paid a lot doing that. So that was stressful. I didn't really like it. It had some significance, but they don't pay enough.
You got paramedic arms. You like a paramedic ass nigga.
Goddamn right. In case I got to carry your big ass down the stairs.
Or stop you from trying to fight somebody so he don't have to go get the ambulance.
That's true.
I did that with one arm.
Huh?
I
Oh,
did
you talking
with
about
one
that
arm.
night?
Yeah.
It took 5 security
It
guards
was
to hold
me.
me back.
It was
Oh,
me.
Jesus.
Oh, get out of here.
It was me.
My first job was I was a pizza delivery boy at Papa John's back home in Gary, Indiana at like 15 years old.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you ever mess with anybody's pizza? Don't lie.
Nah, bro. I ain't got that in me.
What was
man.
your craziest experience though delivering pizza? Because I always felt like that was the worst job as a kid. Watching Home Alone and watching that. Remember when the guy delivers the pizza and it's
Yo.
that whole exchange and he's playing the movie loud? Like, what was your craziest delivery experience?
I don't know about it was crazy, but you know, first of all, being a pizza boy delivery boy in Gary, Indiana alone is crazy. All right, but I recall one time I went and delivered a pizza and this chick just opened up the door butt ass naked, ball ass naked, and gave me the money. And I gave her a pizza, and I was like 15, 16 years old. That shit scarred me for life.
Yeah, right.
Yikes.
Did she have a bush?
My Windex laughed. Anyway, my worst job was dancing with Tamar Braxton.
What?
Your worst job was
Yeah.
dancing with Tamar?
Uh-huh. Not because of her, because of some other shit.
Okay.
With V and Terrell.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was a horrible experience. So that only lasted a blink on that tour. So I was out of there. All right, so the next one is, if animals could talk, which would be the rudest? That's a hard question. Because I think about animals in my face, in my mind, and I'm trying to think how the way they look, how would they talk? Like, put them up, like, how would they sound? I mean, what would be the rudest animal if they could talk? Kangaroos?
A kangaroo for
That's
real?
a good one. Because
They look like they got hands.
yeah,
Like they're ready to go.
Like, what's up, cut? Yeah, I can see that.
Cats got attitudes.
Oh, I hate fucking cats.
I can't stand them either.
I do too. I don't like cats.
They're disgusting.
I feel like that about raccoons though. Raccoons are vicious. Raccoons, if you fuck with a raccoon and a raccoon is trying to go through the trash, they'll look at you like,
What's up, nigga?
what's up?
Yeah. I seen
Like,
a raccoon
square up,
stand
like-
up on his legs and
Yeah.
walk up to a nigga.
Yeah, they're crazy. They'll attack you. They don't give a fuck. Rats too.
would be rude. Rats be all in your cereal box. I'm like, what, nigga? I'm in here. What's up?
Yeah.
You follow Tony Baker?
No.
He does the best animal voiceovers in the world. Guaranteed. You should follow Tony Baker. Get that
Okay.
in your life.
What's his cat voice?
All his cat owner names are Natalie.
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 Jeez. Or Susan. Susan would be a great cat owner name.
Stand cat.
What animals do you like?
I like dogs, honestly. I'm a dog person. But like real dogs, not like stuffed animal dogs that go on the plane.
I'm a real dog.
All right. I'm not doing this today. Just
Don't call yourself a bitch, man.
No, that's a female dog.
Okay.
A study showed that only 48% of Americans wash their hands after using the restroom. What's a dirty habit you have? And you got to keep it straight 100. I'll tell you what my dirty habit is.
What's your dirty habit?
Wait, nah, I'm going to go last. You go ahead, BK.
I always go first. Somebody else could go.
Shit.
Yeah, Roy. What's a dirty habit you got? We all got them.
I hit the gym every day, sometimes twice a day. So, hey, if I ain't had no gym shirt, I might throw the same shirt on.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, damn. Wait, is it?
I don't sweat like that.
Oh, okay. Well, then it doesn't count in my mind. That's my motto for my fitness stuff. Is if you didn't sweat, it didn't count. Otherwise, if there's no like visible
sweat, you didn't do shit.
Perspiration, I feel like you're not working that hard.
What's my dirty habit? I'm known for smelling my drawers if I can't find clean ones. If I didn't do laundry.
Oh. I have an anxious habit. I bite my cuticles on my thumbs.
I do that shit too.
And I think it is dirty because I don't know. I won't always like after here go in and wash my hands, but you know what I mean? Like if I'm sitting in traffic and I'm getting stressed out, I'll just my thumb.
You be having cuticle souffle over there. Cuticle soup.
It's a nervous habit.
What is that? Because I do that too.
I don't know. I think it's just an anxiety. It's just an anxiety thing, like a stress reliever.
Hey, y'all smell y'all belly button sometime?
No. Nah, bro.
Y'all look, I feel so much judgment coming towards me. Y'all niggas don't smell y'all belly button.
How do you reach your belly button?
No, when you dig in there and you smell that shit.
Disgusting,
so you're digging. It's a 2-part process. Dig in the belly button first, and then you smell it. Like there's two. That's just a double whammy right there. That's wrong.
You got to make sure your belly button's clean.
You don't do that in the shower?
Easy, bro,
like
the shower.
You know what? This show is called This show is called Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
Yeah, it's not unwashed. It's not Hollywood Unwashed. So it's not like I'm confused.
Now I'm fuck with y'all. I don't smell my belly button, man.
Now you want a friend.
I love y'all. What's one thing that was popular 5 years ago that you're embarrassed of now, and what is something that is really popular now, but in 5 years everyone will look back and be like, what the fuck?
Baggy clothes.
Please, God.
Baggy clothes.
What, you embarrassed of that? Wait, what baggy clothes?
That's what's popular
5X
now.
tall.
Yeah.
Baggy jeans.
I love that era.
If I don't wear stuff
I feel like that wasn't 5 years ago though. I feel like that was longer than 5 years ago.
Yeah, that was about 10 years ago. No, about 8 years ago.
Honestly, for me, it's the tight jeans and the man purses. I'm tired.
I'm tired of that shit.
I don't want to sit as he throws his man purse to the ground.
I'm tired of that shit.
Wasn't 5 years ago.
No, like it's current. Like it's a current thing. Like if we wear the same size jeans, I have an issue. Like I have an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like we should not wear the same. I should not put your jeans on and they hug my hips and they hug my thighs the way that they do yours. It's just that's not acceptable.
You want your man to have boot cut jeans?
It doesn't have to be a boot cut. I'm cool with a tapered leg, but it's up here at the thigh. Like, why you got on like a really skinny jean? Like, that's a lot.
I'm just thick, but these not skinny. These skinny, baggy.
Right? It's tapered. It's different. I'm not. It's not a jegging. I don't want to see. I'm tired of seeing men in jeggings. I want that trend to die tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like we're adults. Like let's, Gio,
you ain't got no jeggings? Ooh. Okay.
Where are these jeggings?
No, I ain't got no jeggings. Them is some
small waist. That's my problem.
These are okay. He doesn't have a jegging on. It's all right.
What's one thing that was popular 5 years ago that you're embarrassed of now?
Everything being matchy.
Yeah.
Like I look back now and I'm like, yo, I literally had the shoelaces that matched the sneakers that matched I was the girl with the Pepe jeans, the Pepe with the belt, matchy, the hat, whole nine. The nail polish was matching. Like it was a lot.
Not matching is in now. And I think what's hot now that would be gone in 5 years, I don't know. Everything repeats itself. Mm-hmm. Everything repeats itself. Like I rarely see people now with their shirts tied around their waist. People they rarely do that. I see you do it still sometimes because you got that thing back there. So everything repeats itself. So I don't know. It's a hard one. Let's see here. More and more applications are asking for future employees' nicknames. What's been your worst nickname through the years, or just some of your nicknames or a nickname? Like everybody know me is if you call me Gino, oh, you know me. Or cornbread, you know me.
Not cornbread.
Yeah.
Why cornbread?
My grandma, thick, light skinned John. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I've always been that, so she gotta call me cornbread.
Nickname?
What? Any nickname?
I don't think it's bad.
They call me Dips.
Dips.
Yeah. Back I used to fucking brush my hair all day.
That's what.
The way these waves is sitting though, it looks like you still do that a little bit, low key.
Nah, I don't. Not anymore.
He didn't slow down.
Yeah,
Dips
be
because of your
balling a little
waves.
bit. Yeah.
Oh, they used to call me Taxi because I used to drop niggas off on the football field. I was fast as shit. I was being scouted.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never had any bad nicknames. I was always BK.
BK.
I was always BK. I never had any weird.
No
any
pudding.
weird nicknames. But you know what I will say? I don't like I don't want to walk into Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? And have and like see somebody's nickname. Like if I walk in and your real name is not Peaches at Starbucks and you want to be called Peaches. The issue that I have with that too overall, and this is something that's just all across American culture, everybody's too comfortable.
Yeah.
Right? Like you call customer service for things sometimes and they're like, "Oh, can I have your name please?" And it's like, "My name is Bridget." "Oh, hey girl, what's up?" No. We are not friends. Like I was on a plane once and it might have been a Virgin America plane and sitting in first class, and the lady, like they have a list. You know how they have the list of all the passengers' names or whatever, and she came right up to me and was like, "Hey Bridget, how are you?" No, ma'am.
The beautiful part about that is
people are too familiar. Like there still needs to be some level of like respect and reverence. I feel like if you're in the service industry and people like you're providing a service, people should not feel that comfortable.
Were they white?
Yeah.
Then that's what white people do.
It's just
they.
But I'm half white, and I feel like my mother's white. She doesn't act like that.
But your mama is from New York.
Yeah.
That's a whole different ball game. Where was this at? In L.A. or on a plane or somewhere?
Yeah, I was literally going from LA to New York.
Man.
And the lady came around with the list when they ask you what you want to drink before you take off or whatever, and she was like, "So Bridget," and I was like, I would really like to be called Miss Kelly while I'm here, because I don't know, we haven't gone for drinks. We're not going for drinks now. You're gonna serve me drinks, so let's just
white people
respectful and professional.
They're very chipper. Very chipper.
I'm not mad at the like I'm not mad at the jovial optimism. I'm more so like we don't know each other.
The funny thing is you look like a Bridget.
Well, I'll take it.
You have a middle name?
Yeah, Kathleen is my middle name.
Kathleen. Bridget Kathleen Kelly.
Yeah, it's great. People don't whenever I go somewhere and somebody reads that out and I get up, everybody's always like, "You sure it's not like Michelle Rodriguez? Like you sure that's not?" You sure this is you?
Because people think you like Hispanic or something?
People always think I'm Puerto Rican. Always. I get Puerto Rican all the time. Especially because I'm from New York. So everybody just naturally thinks.
I get that. Well, shit. Yeah. Bridget Kathleen Kelly Watson. The team here at Hollywood Unlocked just brought something to my attention that I didn't know anything about. Of course, we know about, unfortunately, Bill Cosby being sentenced 3 to 10 years in prison for the things that he did to those women over like 40 years ago. But it was just brought to my attention by Jerusalem that we posted Amber Rose going in on Bill Cosby. I read the comment, and I must say, first of all, I'm a father to a daughter. I have 9 sisters. I have a grandmother. I am very, very, very sensitive when it comes to this type of matter with women. And what he did was not right at all. But what Amber Rose said was definitely the most inhumane, since it was just crazy. Did you read that, Bridget? Did you hear about that? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna read what she said.
I think you should read it though. I think you should.
I'm gonna read it. So this is what Amber Rose said regarding Bill Cosby. Man, fuck the fact that he's old and fuck the fact that he was on TV. He is a sexual predator, just like Trump and Harvey. I hope they get their day as well. So y'all gonna sit here and tell me that out of all of these women, they're all lying? Fuck out of here. If Bill Cosby raped and drugged any of you women, men that I've been seeing on the internet standing up for this rapist, or your mamas, you would be scared to say something too, because you would assume that no one would believe you. Shit, I would actually be scared to say something because his entire life he's been put in such a positive light. That's why he got away with it for so long. We should be praising these women for showing us exactly who he is. I hope he doesn't die in jail. I hope he does the full 10 years and then dies the day he gets out. Justice is finally served. Shame on the rapists, not the survivors. Bye. Dead emoji con.
Sheesh. Right.
Roy, you made a good point on break. Go ahead. Tell me.
So when I read that, initially my first response is to get angry, because I was like, wow, that's harsh, right? But obviously there's something deeper going on there, and just understanding how the mind works, it seems like her mirror neurons are working, and she's not talking to Bill Cosby, she's talking to someone maybe in a past experience she had.
Right.
And that's something she wanted to say in the moment, because a lot of things that get caught in our patterns we wanted to do in that moment but we didn't do, and we really mad at ourselves, and maybe she wanted to go off and say those things in that moment but didn't have the chance. I don't know her past like that, but it seems like she's talking to someone else that she really hates, not Bill Cosby.
I also think there's two different issues here, right? There's the issue of belittling the survivors, right, and demeaning them versus serving someone justice that committed a crime, right? They're two separate issues. I think she's defending the right issue by saying, if you've ever raped a woman, if you've ever put yourself in a situation where you have broken the law and violated a human being, you deserve to be punished for that. That's a statement that's correct. The other separate issue that she's also stating that got all jarbled because of whatever neurons she got that have been triggered in her brain, is the fact that a lot of times in these situations when women come out, even if it's years later, it's happening now. It's happening now with Brett Kavanaugh. Like, it's happening in politics right now. He's had 5 people come out and accuse him. And I mean, at this point, it's years after the fact. A lot of women don't come out and say anything because they are treated as if, oh, girl, like, really, you too. You know what I mean? It's demoralizing. Like, nobody wants to come out and have experienced that and feel like it's invalid, and the emotions that are attached to it are invalid, and the situation is not worth looking into and not worth an investigation. And I think both of those issues are both they're very important. I think that she's right on both fronts. I just think her expression of it is completely off. But in general, I love Amber Rose. I think she always has the greatest of intentions, but I think sometimes in her expression of it, I mean, she may need to talk to Roy and get that expression.
Performance coach.
She's smart. Like, see how she made the distinction between like what was going on and her expression. Some people think the expression is the person,
right?
But it's totally separate things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I could love you, but that ain't gonna mean I'm gonna express the love for you. It's like different.
So with this,
but I do agree that Bill Cosby should serve his full time.
You think he should serve
Absolutely.
full 10?
Absolutely.
I don't think he's going to do the full 10.
I don't think he will either. Not to wish death on him, but I don't think he'll make it through the full 10. To be honest, I don't. If he's in prison under those conditions, I don't think he'll make it through 10. But I do think that he should be sentenced accordingly.
So with this white boy that just got literally caught raping an unconscious girl, they gave him 6 months.
I mean, that's white privilege at its finest, is it not?
So that sounds about white, is what you're saying.
That sounds about white.
You know what?
Sounds about white.
My cousin was murdered by a white dude in his battalion. He was in the army, Miles Penix, and the army said that it was an accident, even though the white dude cleared his gun after he shot my cousin, and it was clear that he murdered my cousin, but he got out after like 6 months of murdering my cousin.
How long ago was this?
It's like 2 years ago.
Jesus
my God.
Christ.
That's awful.
Let that have been me or you, Jack. You know, and the sad part about it is, man, unfortunately, I am in the system. And that's something that I hate that I even allowed myself to even get into. And it started back in 2013 off a DUI. Right. I got a DUI, but once you get that DUI, you know, you're in that system. You're coming out over $10,000. You get sentenced on probation. And unfortunately, a few years later, I allowed myself to get back in the system with a situation that gave me a felony. So now I'm in the system as a felon, and now I'm on 5 years probation. I say all that to say, once you're in that system, it's a wrap. So now, because they're holding it over your head for anything you do, anything you do. That's why that's why Chris Brown celebrated his ass off when he got off probation. Because that's the worst thing. Like, okay, you got a felony, whatever. But being on a probation is what's kicking a lot of these people's ass. So I said,
it happened to me.
The fact that I got to face 5 years in prison if I do anything remotely close to what I got a felon for is sad. And it's just
to control you.
It's to control us.
Right. Well, I mean, the prison system is just another piece of the capitalist pie in America. But that's another conversation for another day. there's not enough. It's a business. It's a business.
Absolutely.
The prison system in America is a business. It's a complete business.
Every time we transport it, that's a nice little bag for somebody. I heard Michael Jordan owned
he invests a lot in prisons.
Really?
And we look up to that man. And we love that man. And that's crazy. That's where he makes a lot of his money.
He invests in a lot of prisons. Like, what is he? Wow.
Well, prisons are on the stock market, bro. You ain't losing.
You know, somebody gonna always go to jail.
Exactly.
Wow. Well, listen, guys, it's been another great show, Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored, man. Jason, we kind of miss you.
We miss you. I miss Jason. I haven't seen Jason in a long time.
I gotta meet Jason, man.
You've met Jason.
I haven't met him yet. Bryson met him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Bryson.
Bryson. Yeah, Bryson. Yeah.
Well, we miss you, Mel, for sure. Thank you so much, Bridget. Bro, I can't fucking talk.
What is going on today?
I'm having a minor stroke in my mouth.
No.
Make sure you edit this out. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored. It's been another great show, man. Jason, we kind of miss you. Stay gone as long as you can. Don't get bit by no mosquitoes over there.
Please don't bring back no Zika virus.
Mel, we miss you and love you so much. Bridget, man, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me, man.
I love you.
I love you too.
You want to go get something to eat after this?
I actually have plans, but
that's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, Roy, thank you for coming, brother. I love you so much, man. Thank y'all, everybody. Kel, Alyssa, Jeroslyn.
Ask me to go
This
eat.
show would not
Right,
be
he
nothing
was trying
without
to
you
go eat
guys.
with you.
Another episode of Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
Peace out.
Bye.